Bass to Billfish with Peter Miller is brought to you by Visit Florida. Your Florida side is calling. Go to visitflorida.com.
When I invited the guys down to Florida, I didn't want to just focus on bass fishing. I had to mix it up a little bit. Hey, Cory. How you doing? Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
I have a really good friend, Derek Redwine, his wife Cory. They have a business called All Water Adventures. They're going to teach us how to paddleboard.
Yes, we are. We're going to attempt. It's easy. You got it.
And what else? What else are we going to try to do?
Maybe a tarpon. Maybe a snook.
Let's do this.
Yeah. All right.
Hopped on the boat and she took us for about a 30-minute boat ride to the location where we're going to put the paddleboards in the water.
So just make sure you keep your balance in the middle. You got it.
Cory really took the time necessary for a first-time person, you know, a beginner. I guess I just made a wrong move.
Uh-oh. We got one in the water.
And I just kind of went over.
Good job, Pete. Do you think this spot looks good?
I do. We call this the giving tree because it likes to give. Snook, tarpon.
Really?
Maybe a little trout. Peter, how were you the first one to have your bait on and ready and in the water?
That's pretty much the way we live our lives.
Yeah?
Grip it and rip it.
Pete Miller's already anchored and he has his line in the water, and he was onto a snook right away. You see that?
Oh, what do we got? What do we got?
I don't think they were too excited for me. I think they were like, oh, great, you know, Pete's catching the first fish. Here we go. Snook.
Nice.
Look at that. When I saw that I was hooked up first, I did have a moment of guilt. The giving tree started out just like you said, it gives.
Nice way to start the day.
And I'm like, wow, this is going to be really good if action is like this.
There you go.
Nice job.
Good job.
I look over and Matt's rod's bent, he's fighting the fish. I'm like, yes. Pulls this fish in and I'm like, what is that?
You got a gar.
A gar?
Yeah.
You could barely hang on to it. Very slimy, very hard as rock, but slimy and ugly.
Very cool. Gars are fun.
No, it was fun.
Anything.
Slimy. Again, if it's ugly and prehistoric, it's coming to me.
Well, next on your list is a tarpon then.
Yeah,
if we're going
right.
prehistoric.
You're absolutely right.
So guys, it's a little different than yesterday.
A little bit different.
This is some turnaround, huh?
Still a long way from the reservoirs we used to fish.
I kind of separated myself a little bit. Sure enough, I threw the bait back in the mangroves back there, and there was like an explosion on the water.
Come on, Petey!
All of a sudden, I saw the tarpon come out, and I was on.
He's hooked up.
Nice
Got a
tarpon.
Nice one, too.
And he's fighting it and his paddleboard spinning around.
It's a nice fish, too.
Oh,
nice.
Petey, you jumped the tarpon. Pete jumps off. Dude, that was sick.
Good job, bud.
High five. A lot of times you don't need to catch the tarpon. The jumping is the coolest part. Good job, man. So we get to our next spot and Matt hooks up with a fish.
Oh, hold steady.
And immediately I see it's a snook.
Very nice.
Well done.
I'm catching snook, Pete's catching tarpon.
And I look and there's Pete, woo, spinning around in his paddleboard again. Another tarpon in the air. Good, Pete. Oh, nice, Pete.
Nice fish.
Petey!
Woo!
The tarpon slayer.
I know, right? That's a nice one.
You know, it was amazing to watch and see the whole fight.
So cool. Oh!
It was spectacular.
When I went to lip Pete's tarpon, I was concerned about him falling off his board because he had done it about 20 minutes before. Whoa! My board went up. Let's try that again. I gained my composure. I was on a boat board, very stable, got the fish, handed it to Pete, which is basically like putting it back in the water. Good job. It's not easy to pass a tarpon, let alone catch a tarpon. Good job, man. Pete's got the tarpon. He's got the biggest bass. He's just tearing it up. I look over, Matt's on.
Nice fish.
It was exactly like what I was watching Pete do the whole time.
Nice.
He came skying out of the water like I was hoping, because I always wanted to catch tarpon.
Cool, Matt. Beautiful. Whoa! There you go.
Right at the camera. To have tarpon on, you know, that strong, that beautiful.
That's awesome, Matt.
Something I'll always remember.
You did it, buddy. You know, seeing Pete with his, and then Matt had one, I was thinking, man, I would really, really like to catch one. So we continue to fish. Oh, there he is. I needed to catch a tarpon and get it out of my, system. So I fought the fish to completion. Oh, that is so cool. Look at that little guy, dude. I didn't realize how small it was until I picked it up. I'm like, what is it? It looked like a ladyfish. We all got him now. Cory, thanks for putting me on a tarpon. That was awesome.
That's a good day.
Fishing like that was so different than what we've ever done before, and it was unique, and that was kind of really what I hoped to do. All water adventures puts us on the paddleboards and puts us on the fish.
Manage to stay on your boards.
Is what she's saying 100% truth?
99% of the time.
Best of Billfish with Peter Miller is brought to you by Visit Florida. Your Florida side is calling. Go to visitflorida.com.